Hi, this is Bob Simon. Welcome back to our Data Analytics Training Environment Setup series. In this video, we'll be focused on setting up DBeaver, which is just a SQL editor. Basically, it makes it a lot easier to write and read SQL queries and SQL output. Typically, web editors are very difficult to work with. So with DBeaver, it'll make our lives a lot easier. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is open a web browser. I choose Google Chrome, and we are going to Google DBeaver. Okay, here's DBeaver. It comes at the top of the page for me. We're looking for dbeaver.io. We're going to click the link. Okay, this brings us to DBeaver's web page. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the download button and click that and navigate until you find the installer that fits your computer the best. I'm on a Windows computer, so I'm going to select the Windows installer. Okay, this might take a couple minutes to download, so we'll come back when it's done. Okay, it's complete. Now let's launch the installer. I'm going to proceed with English. We're going to accept all the default settings and just navigate through the installer. So next, I agree. For me, leave everything as is. Install. Okay, this might take a couple of minutes, so I will come back when it's complete. Okay, it's complete. So let's go ahead and finish the installation. And this is a desktop application, so it should open up. Then once we get in there, we're going to want to set up a Postgres SQL database connection. And it is not opening, so let's search for it. Okay, here we go. So it's currently opening. You can see we're on the Community Edition, which is just the free edition. And we'll give it 1 minute. Okay, I'm getting a security notification. We can go ahead and hit allow. We trust DBeaver. Let's go ahead and hit allow. Okay, it's asking us if we want to create a sample database. We do not want to create a sample database. We just want to connect to our database, which is a Postgres. So this opens up automatically, this connect to a database, but let's start from the beginning. Do not send. So if we want to connect to a database, all we're going to do is go to Database, New Database Connection. We have a Postgres database, so look for the elephant, and it says Postgres SQL. Click that, next, and this brings us to our connection settings window. So all we're going to do is we're going to look for our Neon credentials, and we are going to input those here, and then we're going to see what happens from there. So open up a internet browser. Okay, Google, or I'm in Bing, NeonDB, we'll usually bring it up. Neon.tech is our site, if you remember from the prior video, and we're going to go ahead and click that. We're going to log in. You should have already created an account. So it remembers me, so it just logs me straight in. And we have a project, only one project, which is our training project. So I'm going to click the training project. Okay, this brings us to our connection page. If you didn't land directly on this page, all we need to do is come over to your left navigation pane, and we're on the dashboard page. So go ahead and click dashboard. Then again, we are looking for our connection details. Okay, so right here. And basically we have a database is NeonDB. Okay, you should only have that one unless you created another database, but for me it's the only one I have. You may have named it something differently in the prior video. Then we have a connection string. However, the connection string is going to be a little bit different to work with, so let's just actually go ahead and click the parameters only connection. This actually breaks the connection string up into individual parameters. This first one is the host, so copy the host. Nope, I seem to keep grabbing those single quotes. Do not include the single quotes, everything inside the single quotes. Okay. Come back over to your connection string and your host will be replaced with that. The database, if you remember correctly, was NeonDB. So you can just get that right here, right above your parameters connection string. You've got your database input and it's NeonDB. So that's what we're going to select here, or enter. NeonDB. Authentication is just going to be your database native. Just accept that as is default. Then you're going to grab your login information right here. So I am robert.simon@pursuitbi.com. We'll try both ways. I'm having a hard time copying. It actually comes through without the normal email @ and it's replaced with a %40. Let's see if that works. If not, we'll try the @. Paste that into your username. Okay. Your password is currently hidden. You can unhide that just by clicking the eyeball in the lower right. And again, you're going to copy that. And we are going to copy the eyeball and we're going to paste that in our password. Then we're going to hit finish and we're going to see what happens. I anticipate an error, or actually we're going to hit test connection before we go to finish. So let's test our connection. It says we're missing driver files. So it looks like it's got a couple of options for us here. So let's just go ahead and accept what it recommends. So force download, then download. We'll give this a second to download. If it takes a while, we'll cut out and come back when it's complete. Okay, it says error password, so the authentication failed. Okay, so again, I think it probably has to do with this section here where it comes through the @ that you would normally see in an email address came through as %40. So just make it look like a proper email. Okay, so now we've got robert.simon@pursuitbi.com, which is my email address. Okay, now let's try to test the connection. We are connected. So hit OK, and let's finish our connection. And we are now ready to go. We have a NeonDB connection in DBeaver, which means our SQL editing is going to be a lot smoother than trying to use a web browser. And that's it for this video. We'll actually go through the navigation and how to access tables later. First, we need to actually push data into our NeonDB, which will be the next video. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel for free learning opportunities. Visit our website at datacoaching.io to set up a free personalized consultation. We'll be offering private, group, and corporate options, and follow us on LinkedIn for special announcements. Thank you.